I'm not for racism. Are you? I'm not.
Are you sure about that, Marge?
Joe Biden's 5 million illegal aliens are on the verge of replacing you, replacing your jobs, and replacing your kids in school. And coming from all over the world, they're also replacing your culture. And that's not great for America.
Okay, maybe that was just one instance. Let's give her another chance.
I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than black people I know. And I would not hire them because they're lazy and they're sorry and they're pathetic.
Oh boy, it's getting worse. But it keeps going. Yeesh.
They swore in on the Koran.
Oh, we have the Bible. We're going to talk about swearing in on the how to swear in on the Bible with them and let them know what our law says, that you can't swear in on the Koran. So we're gonna explain to that. You know, we're going to explain about how you can't swear in on the Koran, and we're going to have the Bible and ask them if they would swear in on the Bible.
3 strikes, you're out, Marge. She wanted these Congress members to swear in on the Quran. It's a Quran or Quran or Quran, but not Quran. She wants to swear in on the Quran because that's the law, to swear in on the Quran. The truth is, you don't have to swear in on the Quran. The truth is that you can choose to swear in on anything. And the Congress members that Marjorie Taylor Greene had wanted to swear in on a Bible had actually weren't the first members to have ever sworn on a Quran. Keith Ellison had sworn on a Quran years before. The Quran, by the way, happened to be Thomas Jefferson's Quran. You can swear on a comic book. You can swear on anything you want, as long as you swear fidelity or fealty, I should say, to the Constitution. So the point here is, it all started by Marjorie Taylor Greene saying she's not for racism, and then she went about and spews all this racism because it plays to her base. Just to cover what we just showed you, and there's probably a lot more examples of stuff that she's done, when she was talking about the immigrants coming to replace you. That's the replacement theory that is going around in conservative circles right now, that's trying to scare white people that brown people are coming to take your jobs, take your livelihood, and take your culture, which is not true. She could have expressed that we have a broken immigration system, and I've got some solutions or ideas to help with it. But the truth is, America needs immigrants. Immigrants come to America and they do a lot of the jobs that Americans that are citizens currently don't want to do. America was built on immigrants, and the immigrants that come tend to contribute a lot to the American economy, community, culture, and all of it. If it weren't for immigrants, we would only be eating hot dogs or hamburgers. Even that, maybe. I don't know. Immigrants have brought a lot of good stuff to America, is what I'm trying to say. Silicon Valley would not be what it is if it weren't for immigrants. The fruits and the vegetables that you eat would not be delivered to you if it weren't for immigrants. So immigrants are doing a lot of good stuff. Marge chose to use the racist trope that they're here to replace you. Secondly, when she was talking about white people being lazy, she said some white people are even lazier than black people. Once again, she didn't have to bring in black people into this conversation. She could have just said, I know some lazy white people who don't work. But again, unfortunately, she doesn't even notice that she's being racist when she's being racist. Once again, that's a stereotype that is something that Marge chose to lean into because it plays to her base. When she comes out about swearing in on the Bible and how that's the law, all she had to do was Google it, and she would see that that's not the law. And we should have members of Congress that are Muslims and Jews and Christians and Baha'is and Hindus and whatever it is. America is 330 million people. It's a diverse country. We should have that diversity in Congress. But unfortunately, Marge is racist and doesn't even know it. Like a lot of people in America, the people who say we should not be teaching CRT, critical race theory, because it will upset white kids in school. It won't upset white kids in school. It'll make white kids in school realize that their grandfathers were a-holes who had slaves and were racist. That's what it'll do. Or the people who continue to say that immigrants are coming after us. Immigrants aren't coming after us. Many of the immigrants that are coming to the border are coming under political asylum. They are fleeing a bad situation. No immigrant is sitting in their own country going, what a great country. We have jobs. We have stability. We speak the language. We have our family. Let's go to some country that doesn't want us. Let's go see if we can go make it there. No, these people are being persecuted in their countries. They're coming to the border. They're questioning. They're asking for political asylum. They're going through the process to become legal immigrants. So a lot of what Marge says and does is racist. Unfortunately, it plays into her base. So at least if at the beginning she'd said, I'm for racism, she would have gotten just this much of respect from me for being honest. But she's not even honest. So she's a dishonest racist. Bye, Marge. I'm Maz Jobrani. Check out my new comedy special on YouTube. It's called The Birds and the Bees. If you like it, watch it, make a comment, tell your friends. If you don't like it, keep it to yourselves. Bye.